In the garden where the boxwood softly twines, your silk gown whispers through the evening leaves. The spinet veiled in dust of passing times plays melodies that borrowed time retrieves. The sun descends in amaranth and gold. Your smile, a secret that the years have told. The seasons flow, the gentle rivers fold, and never have our hearts grown tired or cold. And the clock of aged oak and brass beats the hour that makes us stay in candlelight from worries-free lives. Our ancient harmony so turns the great celestial gear. I am thine and thou art mine. In this world of fleeting years, our quiet island still appears. Jugs both sweet and deep. Remember summers that have gone to rest. Your hair where strands of silver gently creep. A masterpiece by time, not stole but blessed. The flute now sings in distant major minor keys. Through open windows jasmine finds its way. What matters are not days, anxieties, just this rich silence at the close of day. And the clock of aged oak and brass beats the hour that makes us stay in candlelight from worries-free lives. Our ancient harmony so turns the great celestial gear. I am thine and thou art mine. In this world of fleeting years, our quiet island still appears. On the mire, but here behind our weathered oak beam roof grows a rose we simply call desire. No courtly dance or hollow gilded play, just two through the decades make their way and know all magic that was ever spun lies in the glance that says the work is done. Aged oak and brass beats the hour that makes us stay in candlelight from worries-free lives. Our ancient harmony so turns the great celestial gear. I am thine and thou art mine. In this world of fleeting years, our quiet island still appears. The moon climbs o'er the stable leaves. Your breath upon my collar weaves a final chord now softly thrown. A love that time has made its own. A love that time has made. Beneath the lanterns on the old road where the cobblestones remember rain, I traced your name in drifting shadows, a whispered vow I spoke in vain. Your carriage rolled through autumn's breathing, past fields of amber amber hushed and wide, and I, a minstrel bound by longing, walked where hope had once replied. Your lace-gloved hand waved from the window, a fragile tremble in the dawn. Yet duty weighed upon your footsteps, and soon your silhouette was gone. A wind of courtly obligations stole your heart to gilded halls, while mine remained in modest meadows, tuned to fate's unanswered calls. Old time you waltz with cruel precision, your powdered wig of frost and rime. You teach that lovers born of distance are subjects of a sterner time. Still I play by rivers turning, where we once shared summer's gleam. Flute notes rising, gently yearning for a love undone by schemes. In the hush of fading twilight, when the stars like candles glow, I feel you near, an unseen echo by the lanterns on the old road. Years pass like dancers in a manner, swirling gowns of fate and grace. Yet every song I carve from sorrow carries still your phantom face. I wander through forgotten gardens, their marble angels worn and blind, and leave a rose upon the sundial where our hearts once intertwined. Find I play by rivers turning, though the world has changed its tune, calling out across the ages for a love that left too soon. And if heaven grants a meeting when these mortal strings are still, let our shadows waltz together in the dream we left unfulfilled.
The gravel crunches underfoot, a disciplined and quiet sound. I trim the hedge where bitter root of privilege is bound. The manor's breath is cold and high, the silk across the stair, and through the glass as I pass by I catch your golden hair. You are the sun in January, a costly distant gleam, and I a man of earth and berry, a passing humble dream. Oh, the silence is a heavy gate, I bear the secret well, for rank and title seal our fate. With rules I dare not tell, I know the contour of your smile, the shade upon your cheek, but I must walk from mile on mile, and never dare to speak my love, a weed in sculpted ground, unseen beneath the dew, no freedom for the wish I've found of ever tending you. master orders wine and lace. He knows the price of grain. He sees the garden's time and grace, but never feels the pain. I changed the soil the rose required to save it from the blight, and dreamt of what my heart desired one moment in your light. A glance, a nod, a whispered phrase when serving morning tea. A frozen bright and blinding haze of what can never be. Oh, the silence is a heavy gate. I bear the secret well, for rank and title seal our fate. With rules I dare not tell, I know the contour of your smile, the shade upon your cheek, but I must walk for mile on mile, and never dare to speak my love, a weed in sculpted ground, unseen beneath the dew. No freedom for the wish I've found of ever tending you. Climbs over Versailles Gate, a cruel, magnificent thing. She knows the lie of wealth and state, the misery they bring. But I will mend the broken wall and pray the frost is kind, and hold the silent truth for all the love you'll never find. Valley, and the fields lay torn and bare. The farmers bowed in silent sorrow for the loss they could not bear. But through the ash the dawn came shining, spilling gold across the land, and every heart rose up in courage as they worked with steady hand. This is the harvest after thunder, born from rain and born from pain, proof that sorrow's passing shadows cannot dim the light again. Let the flutes of autumn praise it, let the valley breathe and yield, for peace now grows in gentle silence and the healing of the field. A soldier home from distant marches knelt beside the broken grain and whispered that the peace he fought for must be planted once again. So every hand, both young and weathered, joined to lift the soil anew, and in the golden weeks that followed, all the valley's blessings grew. This is the harvest after thunder, born from rain and born from pain, proof that sorrow's passing shadows cannot dim the light again. Let the flutes of autumn praise it, let the valley breathe and yield, for peace now grows in gentle silence in the healing of the field. And when the wind moves through the barley, soft as memory, warm as grace, the valley hums a quiet promise that no storm can displace. This is the harvest after thunder, born from battles now at rest, a hymn to hope's enduring power. In the hearts the dawn has blessed. Let the lanterns blaze at evening, let their golden stories build. For the seeds of peace lie waking in the healing of the
Flintlock snapped its wicked tongue, the king's new tax declared, while in the parlor deftly sung the songs the village shared. The scent of beeswax faint and clean upon the oak wood floor, and you, my light, my gentle queen, stood framed within the door. But they have missed the secret tune the fiddle played for us beneath the pale and harvest moon. Devoid of pomp and fuss, my solace constant, ever true. A hearth against the gale, the only genuine jewel beneath the silken veil. Your bodice laced, your powdered hair, a courtly fleeting style. Yet in your eyes a rustic prayer, a knowing candid smile. They speak of cynicism, dear, of marriage for the land, of cold exchange and hollow cheer, a coin pressed in the hand. But they have missed the secret tune the fiddle played for us beneath the pale and harvest moon. Devoid of pomp and fuss, my solace constant, ever true. A hearth against the gale, the only genuine jewel beneath the silken veil. We broke no bond, we spilled no wine, nor cursed the age of reason, but held the hand that truly fine transcends the passing season. No tragic flaw, no hidden shame, no duel across the green. Just two old souls by different name in this elaborate scene. And I am free of courtly fear, bathed in your steady light. We have the secret tune the fiddle played for us beneath the pale and harvest moon. Devoid of pomp and fuss, my solace constant, ever true. A hearth against the gale, the only genuine jewel beneath the silken veil. On quiet old Windmere Lane lived a cobbler who stitched the souls of wandering men. He knew each road by worn out leather, each tail the boots he'd carried then. In every crease he read a story, love once lost or hopes untold. And with each stitch he prayed for mercy for hearts that walked through frost and cold. Oh, cobbler, Windmere Lane, mender of forgotten lore, you sow the dreams of broken travelers stronger than they were before. Your hands restore what life has weathered, your craft a humble healing art.
also mend a heart. One winter's eve, a soldier brought him boots cracked deep by war and pain. The cobbler traced the silent memories like faded echoes in the grain. He worked till dawn with quiet purpose, binding leather firm and true. And when he passed them to the soldier, hope within his eyes broke through. Oh, cobbler of Windmere Lane, mender of forgotten lore, you sow the dreams of broken travelers, stronger than they were before. Your hands restore what life has weathered, you craft a humble healing art. For every soul you stitch together, you also mend a heart. Forget the nameless heroes, your gentle hands recall them still. You keep their journeys burning softly beneath your lantern on the sill. Oh, cobbler of Windmere Lane, keeper of the paths we roam, your stitches hum with ancient kindness, guiding wanderers back home. And in the hush of early morning, your lantern glows against the rain, a symbol that compassion lives on quiet Windmere Lane. From the battlefield I wander, boots still kissed by dust and rain, where the drums of fate once thundered and the earth remembered pain. Smoke like ghostly veils had risen o'er the valleys torn and wide, yet in my heart a quiet whisper said, hold fast, the dawn will guide. They called us men-at-arms and sent us forth with torch and steel to guard the fragile bloom of freedom none but dreamers seem to feel. Through shattered pines and broken banners, through the cries of night undone, I swore to bring a brighter season back beneath the waking sun. From the battlefield returning with a weary, humbled stride, but the peace we fought to harvest now in every soul resides. Let the flutes of morning praise it, let the children's laughter build, for the land lies calm and golden, and the storm has been stilled. I stand upon the old stone bridge where lovers carved their names in wood, and bless the streams that carried ash away where once our sorrow stood. The wounds of war will fade like embers drifting on a twilight breeze, while hope, a soft reborn companion, walks beside the autumn trees. Oh, time, you stern historian, record not only grief and strife, but also how a broken soldier learned the quiet art of life. From the battlefield returning, not with triumph loud or grand, but with gentle seeds of mercy that I scattered through the land. Let the bells of evening ring it, let the hearth fires burn and yield, for the peace we won together blooms again returning, not with triumph loud or grand, but with gentle seeds of mercy that I scatter through the land. Let the bells of evening ring it, let the hearth fires burn and yield for the peace we want together. Blooms again upon the field. When dawn rose soft on Lanternbrook, the mist still clung to River's Bend, and every lantern fading slowly marked the night's forgiving end. The rooftops blushed with early sunlight, the valley breathed a silver sigh, and all the wounds of distant seasons seemed to loosen, drift and fly. Dawn over Lanternbrook, gold upon the waking land, lifting every weary spirit with a gentle guiding hand. Hear the stories of the ages rest like dew on morning stone, reminding those who walk the pathways that we never walk alone. Along the road the children gather, chasing shadows through the morn, their laughter ringing bright as sparrows in the place where hope is born. An old musician tuned his fiddle by the tavern's wooden door, and with the first warm stroke of sunlight, the valley sang once more. Dawn over Lanternbrook, dawn over Lanternbrook, dawn over Lanternbrook. And as the sun climbed past the treetops, turning silver mist to gold, the valley whispered to the heavens, guard the tales we've told. Keeper of the heart's embrace, bless the fields and bless the wanderers with your everlasting grace. Let the lanterns dim in daylight, let the new day's promise flow. For the soul of Lanternbrook shines wherever dreamers go. Down by the harbor of the worn and weary, where the tide recalls each wandering soul,
cast a stone for friends long vanished to battles not of their own control. The gulls like ragged prophets crying circle tales of loss and foam. And I, a sailor freed from conflict, search the waves that guide me home. My coat still bears the stains of thunder, powder smoke and salted rain. Yet in my chest a faint thanksgiving beats beneath the lingering pain. For though the wars have shaped my shadows, peace has shaped my steps anew. And every driftwood piece upon the shoreline feels like something I once knew. Harbor of the worn and weary, take my burdens, take my name, wash them in the midnight waters, leave me cleansed of grief and flame. Let the lanterns on the hillside shine for all who still return, for the tides of hope are rising in the hearts that cease to At dawn the mist in Briarwood Hollow drifted soft through oaken beams, turning every branch to silver, every memory into dreams. A lone path wound through silent orchards where forgotten tales abide, and in the hush of waking forests ancient secrets seem to glide. Oh, Briarwood Hollow, vale of wonder, where the whispers never fade. Tell me how the mists remember every promise ever made. In your twilight-soaked enchantment, I still hear the old trees speak, guiding wanderers through shadows when their hearts are weak. A traveler once saw truth within you, carrying sorrow like a stone, but in your fog-wrapped gentle stillness found a peace he'd never known. You cradle souls in drifting silence, teach the weary how to rest, and every breeze that shakes your branches hums a blessing for the blessed. Oh, Briarwood Hollow, vale of wonder, where the whispers never fade. Tell me how the mists remember every promise ever made. In your twilight-soaked enchantment, I still hear the old trees speak, guiding wanderers through shadows when their hearts are weak. And when the morning sun breaks through you, turning silver mist to gold, the hollow sighs with gentle wisdom, a tale forever told. Oh, Briarwood Hollow, keeper of secrets, cradle every wandering flame, Let the mists of memory bind us as we whisper your ancient name. In the golden hush of morning, as your mysteries unfold, I walk in peace through Briarwood, where the mist turns dreams to gold. Where drifting embers guide the way, I walk beneath the fading twilight, dreaming of a brighter day. The cobblestones recalled our footsteps, the tales we carved in passing light, and every lantern flickered softly, as though it murmured through the night. Oh, Lanternbrook Road, keeper of stories, carry my heart where the old winds blow, through the fields of silver morning, where the rivers of memory flow. Let the ghosts of gentle seasons walk with me as shadows wane, for every mile along this road still calls me home again. In beside the weeping alders still hums with laughter from the past, where travelers shared their humble fortunes, hoping that the dawn would last. I left a song upon the table, a quiet vow I couldn't hide, that I would roam but always return to the place where dreams abide. Gentle seasons walk with me as shadows wane, for every mile along this road still calls me home again. And when the lanterns dim to embers and the world grows still and cold, my soul will walk beside the starlight on that ancient road. Oh, Lanternbrook Road, keeper of stories, guide me through the dusk and dawn. Let your humble glow remind me that no traveler walks alone. In your golden whispering silence I find peace where dreams remain, and every mile along your path